Hey everybody, it's time to swing. We're still swinging, and I'm your host, Thomas. In the day family, we got my boy Ali Zoe Adams up. Ali Zoe Adams talking about prison, the Miami life, DJ Khaled, Lou Sims, 50 Cent, Jane Deal, Lil Wayne, and Big Money in Miami. All right. So, family, look, we about to lock in for Friday night. I hope you loaded up with me because we about to keep it busting.
I'm like, hey man, my homegirl Emil, Rockefeller, she fuck with you. Man, let me put you with her, man. And we had a little cordial after that, you know what I'm saying? But Lou Spence pushed hard. He ain't never stopped.
How was he on the compound? Tell him how he moved on the compound. Let him know how he moved on the compound as far as how he respected by all cars.
They closed down 1,800 niggas to pull Lou Sims out his cell to say, the warden, I need to talk to you, sir. They sit down like men. I guess they in there. That doesn't happen to me. But they gonna pull Lou Sims from New York. Harlem. I'm on Harlem. Okay, they're gonna pull Lou Sims out of there. Dame Dash Man. He's screaming. Okay, Brooklyn, I'm fuck with Dame. I don't want to hear that when I'm around. I'll just be listening. When it's close quarters, some shit be finicky. But anyway, when they pull him out, somehow the compound get open. We know he ain't telling. He ain't giving nobody up. He negotiating. See, some of these niggas, dog, they can't. It's impossible. It's impossible to run these African American blacks, these Flatbush, Brownsville, you know what I'm saying, Minneapolis, Finn, all of these Chicago. My Chicago niggas, I can't lie. They cool. I like what's going on. But the Chicago niggas that I saw, they say, I'm going to take Iowa, I'm going to take Wisconsin, I'm going to take a spot. They don't do the 8-block radius shit. But I'm with the young niggas. Like, let me see what's going on. Let me see where the money at.
Hey, watch the N-word again. You said it 35 times in 10 seconds. I know you riding, but we riding. All right, let's go. All right?
Put me on point. And I know Lou for just, he negotiates what's going to be, and he teaches everybody, listen, do not go fight and fuck my face up. If you go fight, punish him. You're going to get the same shit. You punish him. Put 10 knife stabs in him and give it to him. Damn. That's Harlem. That Harlem.
All right. All right. You already know that's how Lou give it up. You know what I mean? Because you know when he in the unit, don't nobody sit there and even mess with him. When he came out to California, we didn't even have a TV for the East Coast, though. You understand? It was like Bloods, Crips, Serenos, Border Brothers. You had everything other than, you know, East Coast TV or New York TV or DC TV. You know, so Lou went up in there, pulled out 2 joints and told them, yo, we need a TV. You know what I mean? What y'all want to do for this TV? And you know what I mean? And Lou told everybody else, yo, fall back. I got this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And everybody was on point, you know? And that's how Lou give it up. And before you know it, we had our own TV out there in Victorville where I just got paroled from in 2020. My man Lou, you know what I mean? He set the trend. When I came out there, I had my own East Coast TV to look at, thanks to Lou. You know what I mean? You know, round of applause.
Whoa! Hit the button, man.
It's like the blood clot gunshot them. Eh?
Yes.
Enough respect. Make sure you go cop my brother's book, Once Upon a Time in Harlem. He giving you in chapters. The joint is fire. I read it myself, man. We're going to do a big interview with him.
I got to ask him about Pebbles, man. I know about Pebbles.
About Pebbles.
Right there, I'll go there.
All right, let's go. You already know he had all the women on him. You know what time it is.
I
Hey,
got it with
I got a
Emil.
question.
Him and Emil was best friends. They
You
couldn't.
talking about a man from Rockefeller? So
The
y'all know
first
he's
lady of
talking about.
rock, homegirl. That's my homegirl to this day.
Mm.
Through, you know, we always fuck with each other from the streets. He always fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? She don't be with the. She know herself. And what I seen, I always holler at her. We always stayed in touch through the whole bid. But then I finally saw one nigga. Then I'm like, girl, sis, I got a nigga for you, sis. Nigga hard. This nigga raw. He gonna tell you the truth. Man, they was inseparable.
That's what I'm talking about. Holding it down for Harlem. You know what I mean?
Whoa.
But that's how we do it. You know, he's doing something now called Protection and Direction. So look it up. Protectionanddirection.com. You know what I mean? Lou Sims Renewed. That's what he's doing. Make sure you cop his book. But check it out, right? My question to you is, I've been looking at a few, and I see you've been laughing at a bunch of YouTube joints you've been sending me. You know what I mean? You've been laughing at a bunch of YouTube where they talking greasy about you, about the zoo I don't know about. What's that about? But you can't go to Miami, or you not going to Miami? What's going on with this?
Yeah, today I'm talking to you.
You're not going on the compound? Hold up, you're not going on the compound? Because Miami just like another prison yard. I ain't never known you to duck a prison yard.
Man, I'm walking on the compound. I think this where Jesus say to kill me. I'm gone. This is where it ain't gonna happen. I can see it. I can see the mentality of this shit that we live in. I love that music by motherfucking man Meek Mill. Levels to it. That my jam. I'm doing 200 burpees to it like he sees something. I'm like, I love it. It depends on what you want.
My cousin Cox was DJing for them.
Huh?
My cousin Cox DJ for Maybach.
That's my
Cox?
nigga, man.
Yeah,
I
that's my
spent money
cousin.
with him.
Yeah, that's CP brother. CP family too. Gunshots to family.
Yeah, I spent too much money with him.
Yeah.
Hey. But at the same time, right, it be levels to it, and it be like certain dudes, they're speaking. But even in the podcast, some people want to talk about what they're speaking. Even the comments is like, we ain't going for it. That's cool. That's you, and you. But I'm letting you know we ain't going for it. I'm on some. Let me holler for a little minute, home. Let me play ambassador just for a little minute. If I can get the money, I'm telling you, I'm gonna bring that money in. It's gonna come in so crazy. All right? It's gonna come, it's too much money around. I got this. It's like Kodak, man. I dream of being Kodak manager. But anyway, that's my personal issue that I would love. But he gonna be bucking wreck. But I know one day if I come and say, hey, them people right here say they got 14 million, he ain't gonna play. He been acting a fool. Cash on deck. But anyway, it's impossible, man. I'm from there. I just said 800 bricks every 2 days. Somebody say I ain't doing it.
What? Somebody said you wasn't what?
No. I wish somebody would say I wasn't doing that.
Yeah.
There's a such thing as a jailbird and a street nigga.
Yeah.
The dudes are admitting I am a jailbird. I'm saying if you didn't have a run, you can't run your mouth. I had a 19-year run. Big lawyers on everything. Only the fans can get me.
Talk that talk, man.
You know it. They got you.
You already know. That's what I'm saying. They bugged out when I tell them I was moving a little 25 keys a day up in Washington Heights, like that's a lot. When they don't know, we know people that was moving thousands a day like it was nothing.
Yeah, but unique. What I'm trying to say is the state, you could do depositions. Once you told me you could do depositions, I'm running through that. You better change that shit.
You know?
Once I say they can do what depositions,
tell them what deposition is so they know.
The rat on me, my lawyer get to sit with him. Man, I got this. Y'all better go get these people, the feds.
You know?
That's doing this to me. They my only worry. Them people don't play. They in the winning business.
They in the winning business. Man, that's a good way to put it, man. So what I'm saying though is, you know, so you're going out of Miami. What is it? What kind of party is it?
Man, you know, a lot of it is family, friends, club. You know, my people's in Kansas City. They literally like holding a lot down. So you know, it's as we got a banner, Ali Adam Youth Foundation being made to let it be known we own that. My man's them starting 501c with my name. They like, man, we here. We ain't on that. I'm trying to push money. Where is these billions and millions in this internet age?
Talk to them.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Because
it's Starbucks. Why you nigga getting Starbucks and a goddamn
CBS money
and like Facebook? Why he's not getting commercial advertisement? Unique must get paid from hip hop. Call Unique and say, here go a check. What's wrong with that?
Thank you.
What am I saying wrong?
That's why I say the game is to be sold, not told. They don't respect their elders. They got the bag. They want to cuff it until something happened. Then they want to run back to the hood like Diddy trying to do and say, hey, help me. But when you was on top, you didn't know nobody.
Bingo. That's my number one word. I call my Miami. Man, y'all the number one city in cuffing, man. You get 10 grand in cuffing. You get 100 grand, you don't want to give out the information. Man, come on, man. Let me spend some money. So my way.
So what's up with Khaled, man? What's up with Khaled? You know he number one out there now. I know he looked out for you because I already know you did plenty of things with him, and we ain't got nothing but good things to say about Khaled. Let me hear what's up with you and Khaled, man. How he looking out for you since you've been home?
Man, Khaled, that dude, man. Khaled looked out for the Miami. Khaled brought us to different heights, and Khaled really made sure that he always said 305 and everything that he do, man. You know, but he's an ambassador, and I'm out here, and I'm screaming. I'm grateful also. Khaled blessed me with $25,000, and as we talking, I could peep Khaled like, hey man, don't come back. But anyway, I'm like, damn. But anyway, I got the number so I can send a portfolio. Man, here goes $7 million, man. We could make $83 million. Let me give 30 of these dudes, you know what I'm saying, a deal in Miami. I'll deal with the headache. You ain't got to worry about them dudes, man. You can go do your golf tournament and go spend $50 million on the golf tournament. $7 million, we get a building, send me your account, send me your lawyer, and let me just push 40 of these dudes. I'm going to pick it, okay? That's like, and it's like a dude just don't pick up the phone after 4 or 5 days like I'm talking. They be using this word.
Family, if you tell me if I give you $7 million, you're going to get 83 million back to me. I ain't picking up the phone for your ass no more.
Word. I be like, extortion? What am I? I said, homie, please, I have wisdom.
My bag. Let me break it down so they understand. So step down. I'm going to break this down. Then I want you to take over. I'm going to equate this to the dope game so they understand what I'm saying. Because what I hear you saying is that you asking him to give you something so he could chill. Right? You know what I mean? And you'll make it work for him. Let me say it. Yeah. Let me say it. Then you correct me. I stand to correction.
No,
that's what I'm hearing.
Grateful. He gave
me
25.
Let me ride. All right, let me ride. Let me ride. Just listen where I'm going at with this, right? What I'm getting my brother Ali Zoe is saying is the same thing when I was out there moving 25 keys a day and I'm running 5, 6, 7 different states, sending coke down to everywhere. My homies that was my lieutenants came to me and said, look, you doing too much when we could run that for you and you could go ahead and retire and let me take the bag, flip the bag, you understand? And make more than what you're making now. And all you got to do is fall back and like Ali Zoe said, play golf.
He could have saved that. That's a completely different scenario because your lieutenant already in business with you. Khaled not in business with him.
You know what I mean? Let me bring him up, see if I'm right. What's
I would
up?
deal with the headache. I
Talk
would
to
deal
him.
with the
Am I
headache.
right? Am I right or wrong? I just want them to hear it from a
Yes.
different point of view.
Perfect.
All right,
Perfect
talk
how
to
you said, because what you're saying is that you ain't got to deal with the headache. I deal with it. I got him.
Go play golf. Hey, it's crazy because what it looks like, right? And this wasn't my thought pattern, but the thought pattern that I'm seeing from these dudes, because when a man like you came out that made so much happen with so much, thank you. Listen, with so much opposition behind you, you understand? And you done mixed with Lil Wayne, Cash Money, Emil, like you said, you know, Diddy, Jay-Z, Meech, you mixed with everybody. And you made money. And you had businesses, you know, Blimpies and things like that. So they know you're a businessman. So I don't understand what the problem is to give you a little 7 million. 7 million ain't nothing. That's like 7 grand to me.
We know how to
a man with that type of bag.
We can tax write it off. He won't be charged $1.
Huh.
Just send me your accountant and your lawyer. These 40 dudes, we can call it We the Best. It could be the new Def Jam. Let's have a big vision. It could be the new Jive, the new version. It could be called We the Best. I'm nothing but a CEO. I could be taken down. Cool. I'm saying I want to deal with them. Yeah, I want to deal with them.
You know what I mean? He ready to go in the rat race. And that's all he's saying, Khaled.
Yeah.
I'm man to man. That's what I said. My soldiers came to me. When my lieutenants came to me and said, yo, let me run the soldiers. You understand what I'm saying? And you go relax. Go chill with your moms. You like to hang out with your moms in Miami, go to Miami. But make sure your money's stacked up every week. You come get your money, or every month, whenever you choose to.
Go ahead.
You know what I mean? And that's what he's saying. Go play golf. Go travel the world. Go out on your yacht. Let me deal with the headache.
I deal with the headache.
They don't understand this, though. I think we might be going a little too deep.
No.
You think they understand?
That man was a DJ. He dealt with knuckleheads all his life.
But
trying to be a DJ.
But he might be putting you in the knucklehead category, like if you can't do it.
Life changed, and man, they be tripping because I'm like, he not answering the email like, boy, you DJ for Beyonce and Jay-Z. You did 238 shows. I did my research. You got 700,000 a show. I don't care about your money. I'm just asking you. I'm out here. We dealt in business. Mixtape, everything. When you tell me, don't bring DJ Drama here no more, I say, cool. I'm going to let you do that. But I'm on some, why you got to play man like, man, you won't hear me. Nigga play like he don't hear me, man.
I never knew DJ Khaled and DJ Drama had a problem, but that's how 2 men supposed to keep it, ain't it, fam?
I don't know, man, but that's what I'm saying. I think that might come from him used to being around, not you, definitely not you, but while you've been gone and people like us been gone, these type of brothers been used to being around. Yes, man.
Fair use. Shout out to Unique.
And knuckleheads that can't think past go or out of a wet paper bag, so they know that they can't, you know what I mean, tie their shoes, must just run a company or corporation. So when brothers like us come out that ran Fortune 500 corporations with the feds on our back, with that heat, with the stick-up kid on our back.
Can the state get you?
You know what I mean? Hell no.
Thank you.
Never. You know? Because when you're on that level, that's what it is.
Yeah.
But they're not used to people like us because we have been gone. So now here.
No, the niggas in the uniforms be locking them up. Shout out everybody. Smash that like button and we keeping it busting.
Oh, we here. Today, right, we're going to do top 25 gang-banging cities. We're going to get straight to it.
we're gonna do the top 25 gang banging cities, all right? Now, California, you know, you're not even in the top 25. It's okay. You're the founding fathers of gang banging, and you put it out there. People in Greece, Asia, London, South Africa, Somalia, Haiti, they all gang bang. But today in America, you is not in the top 25. But it's cool. You know, you still the founding. So why are you tripping? Anyway, I based this top 25 off of Google research cities with most murders. States is another one, most murders. I do it with the people that I've been around, the different gangs that I've been around. You know, that damn Minneapolis boy, woo. Finn Win? Well, I was stuck in the cell with Finn Win for 20 days. He ain't talking about nothing but murder mayhem. I thought a Burger Black from North Miami, if I had him today, he was ready to ride. But anyway, with the top 25, you know, a lot of other things that we have to I put it in perspective is, you know, being locked up in a penitentiary, right? They got, let's say, you know what I'm saying, it's 1,800 person out there, and they got 64 tables. So on the camaraderie of gangsters that some of us raised in, I just be looking and asking who got a table. So that's also a factor within me putting the top 25 gang banging cities today, 2025. You know? Some people really living like that. That's another story. But I'm just putting in my perspective, right? And you know what I'm saying? You can't put the BMF and YSL. They don't have no table in the penitentiary. Zopound brand under Caribbean. We need somewhere to sit amongst camaraderie of gangsters so I can talk about who I am to y'all. Nah. Terry ain't never either. Nah, don't much talk like that. It's deep. I'm just saying I put a lot of different statistics in game banging. Bronx, you name number one. Oh my gosh, most politicking ass motherfucker. Oh my gosh, the Bronx, New York. I'm not gonna get personal with no gang. I respect everybody. All the trees or the branches to study it, you know what I'm saying? Jim Jones helped me meet S.I. I met S.I. through Jim Jones, and I'm looking at him. Jim Jones on Sunday, let's go to the Puerto Rican parade with me, y'all. S.I. said they gonna come out. And I'm looking at him. He meeting me. I said, you can't bring him out. He said, huh? I said, you can't bring him out, man. He said, man, they gonna come out. I said, dog, that little petty 2,000 pounds? Yeah. Keep that. Bring him out. Jones screaming, Zoe, don't you know? We go, boom, we get on the floor, boom, we turn down, I can't believe it. They went crazy, he playing Dipset. I said, let me have him. But he was getting it to me like, I'm about to do it, man. We about to push this and everything. But I'm like, dang, let me go in front of you, man. There was thousands of them. I said, dang. Yeah, I beefing with Spanish niggas. I'm in Brooklyn, man. All the Bloods, Bloodhound, everything I flying trade, they all got to get together. I walk in, MS-13 fuck with the Haitian. They quiet. They the only one to shut it down and close the the fucking motherfucking prison and motherfucking get a table, man, and get a backyard. I gotta act like I don't see that though, huh? I'm in Brooklyn, they about to run it through the Bloods. Bloods like, man, what's up? I'm steady stopping it. I said, they too quiet. Hey. But Newark, New Jersey, number 3. Boston, Massachusetts, number 4. Brooklyn, New York, number 5. St. Louis, Missouri, number 6. Washington, D.C. as a whole, number 7. Toes, New Mexico City. Number 9, Hartford, Connecticut. Number 10, Rocky Mountain, North Carolina. Number 11, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Number 12, Atlanta, Georgia. Number 13, Montgomery, Alabama. Number 14, Gary, Indiana. They bucked. They bucked on Chicago. Out of Wisconsin, Iowa, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Indianapolis, yeah. Gary bucked. Gary, Indiana bucked Chicago. They bucked. They be bucking. Memphis, Tennessee, Houston and South Parade Island, Texas, Blancos Heights, Texas, Peoria, Illinois, Arkansas, Little Rock, Baltimore, Maryland, Alaska as a whole, Buffalo, New York, Chicago, Illinois, Florida City, Florida, $2025, man, just 2025. 2025. Go on my Zopound chip. Go in and get my, we're trying to find lanes, you know. They ask me, you know, at times, who you would want to be your first interviewer? I got a lot of people lined up. Me and Emil, man, with Rockefeller, she did the whole bid with me. She just like, man, I'm waiting on you, bruh. I'm like, don't trip. Hold up. It's going to be perfect. We got to get some money. But I still want Big Meech to be mine, you know? Like, that would be the first one because I'm talk to you and we talk all these people and then boom, I'm still like, damn, what I went through with Jeezy, you know what I'm saying? What I went through with him with Blood Raw, most difficult contract I ever got, I tried to get out of. Jeezy was tripping, dragging. He mobbing 20 deep. And I'm telling Meech and he like, damn. But anyway, why I want to ask him, man, how do you feel about him sending you $500 for the whole bid? I just, you know, it's a lot, you know, that's gonna be the first person I would want to, but, you know, we here though. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get to Haiti. Let's get to Haiti, man. You know what I'm saying? See if we can help the people of Haiti. We got a lot of things going on, you know. We're promoting the hip hop Black Republican. We're behind Donald Trump. And we're trying to come through as 2025, man. You know, asking for some billions and trillions. You know, print it. Yeah. Print it.
It's coming. As promised, folks, my friend Ali, he's just served almost two decades in prison. He's not hip to technology. We ran through this with him today. He's a great guy, and he's such a charismatic person as well. He's been through hell. He has caused some hell. He's caused some hell himself. He takes full responsibility. He served his time, but he I mean, I've been in some scrapes, but Ali has lived a life like a character out of Scarface. So,
Sean, come on, Sean. Sean, how you gonna sell it all them goddamn pills and doing all this?
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Colton Hodge, thanks for pulling up. Appreciate your support. Vic_222HT, respect, bro. Thanks for pulling up.
Talking now, man. What the hell this world done got to? We was on no talking. Now we doing a bunch of talking.
we were all cuddle puddles.
Yeah.
No, man.
Yeah.
So just to lay down some of your credentials, then, you know, I've
Smash that like button, family. If you ain't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel.
I've told the viewers that you've been in some Diddy videos and many other videos. I'm gonna what is it? Jim Jones is the first one I think you showed us. Let's see. Here we go. So you're in the beginning of this one, right?
Oh yeah, that's my Porsche too.
All right, I'm gonna play the beginning of this one for the viewers to see you in action. I'm gonna keep the sound muted, viewers, so we don't get a copyright strike.
Yeah.
And here we go.
Whoa. That's me. That's my Porsche. Oh.
Let me make it
That's me.
bigger. What is it?
Yeah.
All right, so there's the beginning of that one.
Yeah.
We've already got 2,000 people watching live. Let me just get rid of this one for a second. I've been doing most of the talking, Ali. So
yeah.
Can you just briefly just say hello to the viewers? And this is a chance to introduce yourself.
Hey, what's going on, UK? I'm Ali Zoe Adams, Zoe Pound. I'm Haitian. I'm out of Miami. Miami is where I'm raised, and I must say, for all entertainers in America, if you want to enjoy your money, you must come to Miami. It's the #1 place to enjoy your money. When you go to Ocean Drive, all you see is G-strings, far as the eyes can see.
And we're gonna get into your story before we get to the partying with Diddy and all the big names and stuff.
Yeah.
But just to give the viewers a little tease of what's coming, what kind of names did you party with?
They partied with me. Like
Exactly.
You know, it was a little different. Guys from the streets was very, collar popping, and everybody wanted to mimic the life and try to see how to move, how to swag, how to talk, and use their music and use the words in their music. So, every night is like 300 people with me. So, it was differential people with me every night. I was making great money. I got indicted for 172 million. So, that's just some money laundering. Yeah. Sean, you was acting an ass now. Stop it. You was acting an ass now.
For y'all who don't know, Sean Atwood was locked up in America. Family, he had big ecstasy, all right? He was getting it.
They outlawed your ass, man. That motherfucker can't come back though, man. Don't bring him back. Yeah.
All right, so guys, I'm gonna go over some of Ali's backstory before we get to the party stuff. And Ali has agreed, he can talk about some Diddy stuff, 50 Cent stuff, Jay-Z. We've got all this stuff coming up. But before we get to that, Ali, let's go back you know, over your life history. How did it begin for you? What was it like for you growing up?
I came from Haiti, 1984. We had a president called Jean-Claude Duvalier, and he was a dictator. But I wasn't the minority, and I wasn't poor. I was under his regime, and so his regime had a coup d'etat, and his regime lost power. And when they lose power, everybody that's in administration, you got to put tires over them and burn.
Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Q Lewis, thanks for pulling up. Appreciate you, bro.
Them up. So we had to leave. So we jumped on the boats, exiled to Miami. Sad to say, one boat flipped over with my auntie, flipped over with 3 cousins, 4 aunts, 2 uncles, and I lost family members, but I reached Miami personally for me. But it's always been a heartfelt issue. But I landed in Miami-Dade, Florida, 1980, 85, 84, 84.
Man, that must have been heartbreaking to lose family members like that.
Yeah, it was some good family members, cool uncles too, man. Yeah, but not just me. Many people take this trip from Haiti, Virgin Islands, Trinidad, Dominican Republic, trying to go to America, and there ain't nothing but sharks out there. If that boat flip, it's over with. Sharks gonna eat you up. It's over with. Don't even try to come up. You're dead.
What was it like getting established?
Established as far as where?
In America.
Oh, I wasn't really embraced. There was a lot of immigrants, crucial issues going on, and I wasn't cool where I could say, what's up? And I wanted to be a pilot for my mother. And in school, I'm being targeted. So I'm the show in 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th grade where I'm fighting. I'm steady fighting. You know what I'm saying? So within that, my mother got a store in Carol City. So 19 of us stayed in a house in Carol City, and my mother bought a store. And in front of the store, come to find out it was a crack epidemic. So, guys was like, you can own the store if you want, but we own the front of the store. So we had to negotiate, so it became something that got immune to me to try to, understand what's going on. But I fell in love with they were looking good. They were looking real sporty and flamboyant, and they were really, coming through in some nice rides, and girls was like, hey, they wasn't saying hey to me.
Had you watched any movies, like gangster movies, as a young man that had an impression on you?
Gangster movies, Scarface is out of Miami, because I really came up with a lot of Cubans, From Miami, all we had was, our historical issue was Castro and Cuba and Uncle Luke. They were our, some people like Atlanta got Martin Luther King, Malcolm, Alabama has Tennessee, New York got 5%ers, but for Miami it was Castro and Uncle Luke Skywalker. So it was something that I could tell mold me,
How realistic was Scarface?
The Cubans had it, because I ended up doing, to go all the way, I was selling drugs from 1985 to 2007. So the government had me in a small quad with the Ochoa brothers and the Rodriguez brothers. And Bad Boys 2 did a movie on me. They say Zoe Pound 7 times in the movie with Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. So my mother was bringing clothes to the dock, and while she bringing clothes to the dock, I uncover that, oh shoot, I see the Colombians them and they're doing their thing. So I embraced it like, oh, I need to do an interception. So I started to intercept their things. You know, I lost dudes too. Dudes' hands got cut off. My man's them got burnt up. A lot of things happened behind that, but I really, it became, and like I was saying, when I ended up getting indicted, I was in a quad with Ochoa brothers and Rodriguez brothers. I'm asking, why am I here? Because they're talking crazy. They talking about I bought a tank from Yugoslavia. I'm like, what?
Ali, let me stop you real quick because I got to explain to the viewers. So what Ali's saying is he was incarcerated with the Ochoa brothers and the heads of the Cali cartel, and the Ochoa brothers were one of the main of the four factions of the Medellin cartel. So these were the head guys of the Medellin and the Cali cartels. And Ali, he was so serious what he'd done, he was housed with these guys.
Right.
Yep. There you go.
That's it there. Yeah.
All right. Yep. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, I want to make sure I'm housed with them, so I'm really trying to find out, why am I housed with these dudes? Like, these dudes are talking another kind of language over here with me. These dudes are saying, oh, you know, I just said, what I said, yeah, we buying tanks from Yugoslavia and Georgia and Czechoslovakia and rocket launchers. I'm like, what? I wasn't doing all of that. I was just a little drug dude in the city doing my thing, but I was very impressed with what they was doing. But you know, I sincerely try to understand why we had the same prosecutor. But you know, I got to know them. I read their books. I read everything they went to. Fabio Ochoa, all of them. We got close. They'd be like, "Here go $500, man." Just they drunk coffee like it was water. I'd be like, "Huh?" I did 3 years and 7 months in a room by myself. They was across the hall. Rodriguez, but they did 5 years and change across the hall from me. So, you know, we all we had.
Ali, going back to your life story then, you know, you've described, you know, coming to America, the horrors that your family went through. How did you rise up the ranks as a young man?
Well, in Miami, oh gosh. In Miami, there was a guy named Kenneth Booby Williams. Booby Boys. He was very well known. He had like 600 dudes around him, and he kept a equilibrium to where everybody will hold their temperature because of him. But he was in front of my mother's store. So he had a liking to me. So he would be like, "Hey, come with me." He would have personal talks with me and holler at me. He worked me. He told me to go work in Mississippi, Jackson, Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? He told me to go work in Pensacola, Escambion, projects. So I would cook up, he would teach me how to cook up the crack in a pot, and I could break it down to where it's $119,000 in nickel rocks and $5 pieces. So he became like a mentor to me, you know, through that 80s and 90s era, you know?
What challenges confronted you during, you know, early on?
Well, a lot of challenges that come around is a lot of dudes can smell if you don't know what you're doing, and if your heart ain't strong, you know? It's just like the UK. I think their heart is strong because they got to use knives. And we had guns, but they understood my heart was strong, and I always be saying, "Man, you not God. I don't see what the fuck you saying, man. What's up? Do this, do that, do that." So I grew up. I went through a lot of shootouts, a lot of discipline where it's like, okay, we respect it. Let's do it. So everybody bring my money back, you know?
What was the first shootout?
Oh, man. One dude caught me in the auto parts store. He just went to shoot me. But it's been a lot, you know, and
Give us a nice detailed shootout story.
okay. Shit, I'm the one I'm leaving a dead end street, and this dude, I told him do not give this dude no more bricks. He's not gonna do right. So he kept on. So, you know, he had 60 of them. So I kept it. But I'm like, that's it. You know, his money was fucked up. So I knew he was broke. So he had no money for war. At least I thought so. But then he crept up on me. I was in Lexus. My man Joe is driving a Lexus. My man Makak is driving is in the passenger seat. I'm in the back. Whoop. So we coming up out of the dead end. When I get to the stop sign, a Suburban pull up. And they let loose. Boom, 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 they let loose. So I'm just like, God damn, I got blessed. The driver got hit 8 times. The passenger got hit 2 times. It was bad because he got hit in the back. He was paralyzed. So I had to jump out the car. I jump out the car. I go in the middle of the street. I see a hero. I jump in the driver's seat and force myself in his car. I take his car. I drive by them. But my homeboys there, I'm like, man, help me with my friends, man, help me with my friends. And I grab my homeboy, my cock who's hit in the back. He like, nah, I can't walk. I'm like, come on. I can't walk. He like, I can't feel my leg. I'm like, God damn, man, come on. So I'm like, oh shit, great. Hey, I look, the hero trying to leave. I'm like, oh shit. Hey. So finally he not scared. He like, come on, man, get his leg. So he grabbed his leg, I grab his hand, and we bring him in the car. When I bring him in the car, my man in the driver's seat, strong. He hit 8 times. He's like a mummy. He's moving. Coming on. Come on, boy, let's go. I grab him. I throw him in the car. So I drive by the hospital. We always been known, don't ever go in the hospital. I let him out in front of the emergency room, and you know what I'm saying? Both of them live, God bless, you know. But you know, that, you know, a lot of emphasis, but you know, that one there's on every news station, so I just repeat it all the time.
Did that situation make you rethink your occupation?
Nah, they called the police the next day. So it was I was built for it. Sometimes I think words are powerful too. You know, sometimes I think a drug dealer's dream is to go to the feds or to die. And hopefully you get a wake up. But I didn't have no understanding. It was straight make millions. And all I wanted to be is nobody can ever be the king of the Wild Boys. But all I ever wanted to be was Miami, the ultimate dude. I didn't want no other dream in my life, so I wasn't checking out.
What was the worst injury you ever sustained on the streets?
Nah, I've been blessed. You know, I've been blessed not to get shot. I've been in a lot of shootouts, but God bless me. I haven't been shot. You know, God bless, you know. And you know, a lot of I've gone through a lot of people that has been, but you know, not me.
All right, so in England then.
Sean, you been shot before in Arizona?
No.
Oh, all right. One thing I say about the plug, they indict 24, not the plug. They shoot at them, not the plug. They go there, not the plug.
So in England, then it's gangs by area. There's a thing called postcode wars.
Yeah.
Postcode's like zip code.
Okay.
So for the people in England, then, can you explain when you came to America, what were the gangs? What were the different gangs, and how did your gang start?
Well, in Miami, it was the 40s. The 40s was like my man Dewey and Trent. It was Lynch Mob. It was Cloverleaf, the Jamaicans, Kerry, Rudolph, Rotan, Blocka, and there was a lot of different ones, but you know, we was mostly on some conscious speaking, because when you come to find out, we're living in an environment where there's no building over 3 floors, and we never go downtown or the South Beach. So we're trying to find economic money right here, and we allowing white people to come to the beach. We don't know they partying, having this ball, you know, in my early stage. So they got money for crack. They're taking a crack, and they want it. And I make sure it's a safe environment. And if I look, it's not like meth and fentanyl or what you was doing, because we measured everything. 0.5, 3.5, 28 grams. Now it's like, So it's as the gangs today, they got to get better on some mathematics as far as talking history and understanding that if you're not making no economic money, we short-lived is not really worth it, you know?
What year did you found your gang?
1992.
And how did that come about?
We was in jail, and they wouldn't let the Haitians have their Haitian cell. And so Liberty City had a cell, Overtown had a cell, Opalaka had a cell, and we keep telling the warden, why we ain't got no Haitian cell? He's not embracing immigrants also. He's like, there's never gonna be a banana boat ass cat eating Haitian cell. I don't give a fuck. He keep on with joking, letting it be known it's his jail. And when we do enter another man's cell, it's like, hey, knock on the door, call the police. We like, man, that's not gonna happen. Man, can we just get a little bunk over here, man? We gonna get out your way? Nah, you gotta leave. All right, but we not finna yell for no police to come get us. We ready to die. So how we gonna do this? So, you know, we end up fighting real good, whooping a lot of ass. So by fighting, we fighting, there's 16 of we fighting every cell. We fighting. We ended up about to get a Haitian cell. But when we do get one, an American like, how do you say bones? And we said, Zoe. Why? He like, Zoe? Oh yeah? Man, I don't want no problem with the Zoe. So the correction officer started to say, I heard about the Zoe. Like, why you keep saying this word Zoe? So the other inmates are like, hey, what's up, Zoe? Like, why you keep calling me Zoe? That's not my name. So it became a reputable aspect where people like, what's up, Zoe? And it took like a little while where we like, okay, hey, because we knew the roots of it was what we had to go through to fight to get a cell, so we embraced the Zoe. And you know what I'm saying? And it became a big life world where today, if you ask a police officer that's Haitian, if you ask a nurse, if you ask a firefighter, are you a Zoe? They're gonna step 2 feet in front of you and say, yes, I am. Just like every Jamaican is a dread, every Haitian is a Zoe.
Wow. How did it grow then over the years?
It just became something we embraced, man. Culture. It's a culture. It's not really a game. It's not a game. It's a culture. Every Haitian.
So you must, look back and see how it grew. and be proud of this influence you've had on the culture.
Oh, definitely, definitely. We got songs tatted on my chest because I'm a Zoe. We got Boston, Haitian, that's Zoe. We got Brooklyn dudes, Zombie Zoes, New Jersey, like it passed Miami. We got them, North Carolina, Rocky Mountain, man, we Zoes here. And it's as it branched off, just like in your city, but I don't want to say it as a gang aspect, Bloods and Crips, but it became something that other people can say, you know what? I can embrace that. I can understand the philosophy. And, you know, besides entering the history of Haiti, of our founding fathers, you know, Toussaint Louverture, Jean-Jacques Dessalines, you know what I'm saying, of what they did. So it became a big aspect, and then, you know, it became Zoe Pound.
So as a young man, what were your earliest musical influences?
There's a dude in Miami with Uncle Luke Skywalker. He's the first person out of Miami to bring a record label to the South. Uncle Luke, we got to give him that, you know. I got him right there, Uncle Luke. But you know, he's the first person to bring it down south. You know, Jermaine Dupri, he was something big too. You know, Khaled Paul, you know, Dallas Austin. But Uncle Luke was the first one. Jay Prince, but Uncle Luke was the first one. And Uncle Luke embraced Optimist football. I was playing football. Miami, we the #1 recruit in finding a football player. Chad Johnson, you know, so he got the 40s, all these dudes, Edwin James, he played with Peyton Manning, 22 goals in his mouth, you know what I'm saying? Michael McKenzie, Omar Rowe, you know what I'm saying? All these dudes, you know, they from Miami. And the park had such a great culture. I'm talking about being young, 9, 10 years old. It was just such an embracing culture. It was so hip hop, man. It was so beautiful, man. But it'll rise to be a lot, though. You know, it'll rise to be what we talk about today.
So you started to get more involved in the music industry.
Yeah, I got involved when I'm at that park, as you would say, yeah, through Uncle Al. Through Uncle Al, I had a bunch of artists. Rollo Boys, Toro, God bless his dead. He was always in the music aspect. And Uncle Al and him, we would jam and put 20 speakers in the air in the middle of the block all day. All day. Ain't no, not Sunday, no. Every day, the whole 90, 91, 92, man, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, it stopped at like 90, 96. All day, different hoods. And Uncle Al was the person that brought that to us in Miami. Yeah.
So when it kicked off East Coast, West Coast, what was you thinking around that time? I think I was like, what, middle 90s?
Yeah, that happened in 96. Yeah, it was a big war within them, you know. But we had somebody called Andre 3000, you know. He was a good friend of mine, but he always let it be known that
Shout out, family. Smash that like button. If you ain't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel.
the South had something to say. And it was East and West, but the South was here, and we was here to stay and to make a noise and then let it be known we from the South, and we're gonna be reckoned with, and you're gonna understand us. And today, the South got the music industry for the last 20 years and ain't trying to give it to nobody.
I remember, was it the Miami Winter Music Conference for all the ravers?
You remember that one? Jack the Rapper, Freaknik. Okay. Yeah, you remember? Yeah, you was in Phoenix. You gotta come down there. Jack the Rapper, How Can I Be Down with Peter Thomas? Yeah. Yeah, it was expanding amazing.
When Tupac and Biggie came on the scene then, what were you thinking?
It was exceptional, but music was kind of different back then. You know, Tupac was just selling 500,000. he wasn't selling that much, till when he got out of jail. All Eyes on Me did amazing, but Tupacalypse, strictly for my niggas, Thug Life, and Me Against the World was just doing 500,000. The people that was dominating was the Wu-Tang, Fugees, Wyclef, my Haitian homeboy, him, Lauryn Hill, and Wyclef. They sold 24 million. Like they sold more than Tupac, Eminem, and 50 Cent put together. The Fugees, Queen Latifah, all of these people was popping, but in my projects, you're not allowed to play nothing but Tupac all day. Like that. Hey, don't change that, Tupac.
Yeah, we've interviewed Suge Knight recently.
Oh,
What do you think about his story?
Suge was a hell of a dude, man. Suge was a hell of a dude.
So Adam, my mentor has always been Don King. Don King has always been my mentor because of the path that he took. Knowing, I know a lot of, really so much about him because I see myself within him. Don doesn't have no talent. You know what I'm saying? He can't play the guitar, he can't shoot the ball, he can't bump. You know what I'm saying? He don't have no talent. His talent is this. His talent is to think. So it's like, wow, I watched him. Don been locked up 38 times. On his 22nd time, he shot 2 people coming into his number's house. And Don, he raised up with his mom. They selling pies, calling it lucky numbers. Don got into the number system in Cleveland, big Cleveland. When Don got into it, man, Don had the respect and the notoriety of La Costa Nostra, the Gambino, the Lucchese family, the Bonanno family. He had their interests. They wanted to deal with a man like Don King. The Gambino family had him first option. When he said a number, when he said the Dolphins and New England, give Dolphins 5, give Dolphins -5. All right, Dolphin gonna win. Whatever he said, it was making billions back then. I don't know how much billions today, but billions back then off of Don King. Don only got this here, but Don, on the 38th time that he got locked up, he pistol whooped a dude to death, saying, "Give me my money, give me my money, where my money? Where my money?" Because he's running a number house, so he going through a lot of things. He pistol whooped Sam Garrett to death, 6'5". He died on the scene. He had so much power, the police came, he said, "Y'all know me?" They say, "Don, you might have fucked up on this one." He said he owed me money. He slipped. They wrote it down. But anyway, Don go through it. He get a life sentence. When he get a life sentence, man, it was another rumor, saying that John Gotti slapped Don King, but I never believed that rumor. You know what I'm saying? I seen it from where it's from. I went deep into it. That's another story. But anyway, Don, he locked up with a life sentence. The Cleveland Mafia is he a runner for his Cleveland Mafia. They really run everything. But he watching everything. He the best runner. He got all the mob. He got, God bless it, that Nicky Scarfo in Philly too. He sneaked to holler at Don. Don got him one of the richest mob bosses in Philly. But Don, he locked up now with a life sentence. The Cleveland Mafia going to see him spend money. They putting big people with him. And he's still giving them numbers. Pop, 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 pop. He do it for 3 years. He ain't gonna end up doing 4.5, right? He ended up doing it for 3 years. Boop. He get out. And on a viso with them, and he tell the Cleveland Mafia, Bob, no, he told Bob, he told him, no more numbers for you, man. Get me out of jail. Got up and walked off. That was like disrespectful to the Cleveland head mafia boss. They ain't do it. So they start to help. They find a congressman. I like the judge. The life sentence come off. Pop, swap out. Pop, pop, there he out. He get out, he tell the mob boss Cleveland, we ain't doing numbers no more. They say, huh? Listen, we going into boxing. They say, huh? We going to boxing. We gonna do the first one at the hospital. We gonna go to the hospital and we gonna do the first one. When we go to this hospital, it's gonna open all doors. Don went to that hospital. They needed money, fundraiser, right? And boom, he go down. He put a boxing match right in front of it. Brrr, the money, so much money came. They say they cleared back then, man. 14 million in front of the hospital for the boxing match. His first boxing expedition performance. His first one. He do it at the hospital. It worked. They say they made 632 million back then when they did the fundraiser for the hospital. Don's second fight, he walked up to Muhammad Ali and he saw the Nation of Islam pushed him. Get back, nigga, get back. He like, hey, Muhammad, you fought in Madison Square Garden. You fought, you know what I'm saying, in Canada, in Europe. Hey, man, you keep fighting, man, you know what I'm saying, New York. We gonna fight for your peoples. Nation of Islam, hey, get back, man. Muhammad say, what? He said, when you gonna fight for your peoples? He said, hold on. Y'all let him come over here. What you talking about? The second fight, he said, man, Muhammad, when you gonna fight for your peoples in Africa? Zaire, I know the king. He said, you know the king? He said, yeah, that's my friend. We've been wanting you to fight in Africa bad. He said, anyway, he said, man, how are we gonna make this short? He said, sign this blank paper. Once they see your signature, the king is gonna spend the money.
Don King, a hustling ass nigga, ain't he, family? He ain't know that damn nigga.
Peoples are gonna be with you. We love you. The transition. Take us to Muslim. Take us to Islam. Please, the king wants you.
He never spoke to the king before in his life.
He signed. Said, huh? Go to Africa. He went to the Republic of Zaire. Don't even know this man. He went there and he told him, Don told him, I'm gonna make you bigger than Mubarak, Nelson Mandela, Gaddafi. I'm finna make you the biggest man in this 53 nation, man, called Africa. And guess why? He said, why? He said, I'm gonna call it Rumble in the Jungle. And when you finish with this spectacular, you're gonna be the biggest person, but you gotta open up the vault. He said, the vault? Yeah. He looked at the signature. He said, brilliant. Take him to the vault. He just grabbed about 800,000. He went to go find George Foreman. Man, a good WBC commentary man said, Don told me, I'm gonna show you the power of putting your hands around a nigga. He found George Foreman and put his hands around him. Pop! And walked with him. George automatically said, Africa? Dang. I can't deny that.
You already know, fam.
I ain't want to fight him, man. But Africa, I'm going to sign them 3 blank papers. He did. He went to go find Barry Gordy at Motown. He showed Barry all the signatures. They said, oh, I just need you, Barry Gordy. Second fight out of prison after an elbow. Ain't must do none. He said, man, listen here, Don. I'm going to give you Ron Isley, Diana Ross. I'm going to give you your man, Lottie Price, man. I hear that's not good, but it's beef with. He said, I'm going to give you James Brown, Stevie Wonder. He say, man, he say, look, I got an authority of the CEO. All them people I said, you don't need now one of them signatures. All my signature, Barry Gordy, is the only signature you need. Africa and Zaire? This is it? You gonna bring the great Islam? Don said, yes. While he's stamping the paper, Pop and hand all the artists. He called each artist said, Barry say, I'ma go, except for James Brown. James Brown say, suck, I want my 100,000 now. I don't give
James Brown said, I ain't got no sympathy, nigga. I got bills. Pay me.
a damn about Africa. He the only one got paid, sad to say at the end of the day, right? But all the artists performing was, you know, it was a great thing. It had to go down. It went down, Muhammad did it. It was rumbling in the jungle. It was amazing. He's put a spectacular up. He said, I just need you to do one thing, Muhammad. He said, what? Huh? You say that out your mouth. He said, what's this? The mic was there. He said, Don King is the best promoter in the world. He said, it's on. It's on. The mob had took the money, man. The mob, Don ain't play with that money at all. The mob took all the money. He ain't had no stronghold. He wasn't mobbing with the right people. His second fight anyway is in the Philippines. Third fight, Thriller and Melina. Man, come on, man. But you see, what it is about Don King is 94 and hip hop really need to look at him because they just try to make him bombastic, loud, manipulated, everything. But me, I don't blame him. Like I did 19 fights with you, Mike Tyson. Why is me? Damn, Larry Holmes, you gonna say that? I think black, I think green. He looks black, lives white, and think green. Don say, man, they spend their money and mad because I keep mine. But they just made him out to be this. The different way people want to see a black man that did 38 times, he was locked up, had 2 murders, did a life sentence, had to deal with the Italians and seeing they ain't tripping on him.
Family, Don King had to be one serious dude to make it where he made it to in that time. He had to be treacherous.
Dealing with the hood, but he's going against Bob Arum. Bob Arum went to Harvard. 12 years to learn boxing. He got the Bellagio, Steve Wynn. He got the MGM. He got him on lock. Straight out of college. 1 week out of college. Then find out. He go to Vegas. They say Bob Arum walked up to him because he did Rumble in the Jungle. And he been waiting for this. Bob Arum talked to him. Don gave him the game. And he out-negotiated HBO, Budweiser. He out-negotiated pay-per-view. He out-negotiated the next 16 fighters, man. Don just out-negotiated people. As Don doing this now, you gotta understand, Don went through it and got all management. Don had Joe Frazier at one time. And when he just started doing just started doing a certain symbol. But anyway, he got Joe Frazier, whatever. Ken Norton knock out Joe Frazier. The reporter come and say,
He meant to say George Foreman knocked out Joe Frazier.
"Hey, Mr. Don King, how could you put your hands of Ken Norton in the air when Joe Frazier won?" Don said, "I came with a champ. I'm going to leave with a champ." And when Don did that, I struggled for like 6 years personally to understand this word hip-hop is selling, loyalty. I come to understand loyalty is to die for somebody. I'm not finna die for you. What I will let you know is that, trust me, there's a lot of different ethics that come before.
And he ain't gonna die for you either. He just needs you to believe he'll die for you, so you would die for him.
Devotion is my first one. Go to first base, go to second base. We coming home. Just chill. I'm gonna tell you when to go. Just chill. The chessboard show you how many players you need. But I try to understand in every which way, why? Why would Don King go about it in a certain way? When I get to it, I learned that Don King is so exceptional. He put the other man's hand in the air to say, "You're the champ." At that moment, like the disciples in Jesus, I believe John, Paul, Peter, you know what I'm saying? I believe them all. Even Judas, Peter. Revelations. But Don King would answer and say, "I came with a champ and I'm going to leave with a champ." He made sure all his fighters was good. He never at once made sure they didn't become what they were. You can't start another man's habit. I know they was buying dirt bikes, jewelry. They had the house at the dice game. They ran it up. They bought billboards. They try to go at Meech.
Ali, my dude, he a fool, Laney family. Smash that like button. If you ain't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We keeping it busted.
Fuck Meech. They fail. All y'all fail? I'm watching. As I'm watching, I'm truly understanding that loyalty is not a real word. I'm not going to die for you. No more. Today, 2025.
No, family, if you live life long enough, you learn don't be giving nobody your loyalty. Men want loyalty the way that it go, but when I give it to you, how the fuck he want to give it to you? And no.
I'm not going to show you. I did that. I try to show you loyalty, what it was. I'm going to die for you. That's the wrong word. I don't know how hip-hop sold that word, loyalty. Loyalty is not the word. Trust maybe on something, but don't loyal for you mean what? Email blast you, put you on my site all the time? You stupid? I understand it, but at the same time, I trust you. I trust you on the play, and I gotta go. All this, I live dying for a dude. It didn't get me nowhere. Don't say the word loyalty to me. The word loyalty to me don't bounce like that. It bounces a different way. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to it. I take it a little extreme, the word loyalty. So I don't say it. I don't even must say it. When you say it, I say the same speech. I don't believe you'll die for me. Yeah, no, what's up? I don't believe you'll die for me. Yeah, I trust you on the play. You can be devoted, committed. When I say go to first base, second base, third base, like I say, We coming home. Watch. I don't want nothing from it. I'm humble. But remember to play. When Don put his hand in the air, Gladys Rosa and his stepson, Carl King, is all he could really trust. He ain't go to jail no more. The boxing commissions, all 6 of them through Bob Arum, they trying to lock him up. They tax evasion IRS trying to get him. In fact, Gladys went down.
They needed to get rid of that nigga. He was making all the money.
Rosa went down. Had to do 4 years. Took the charge as the accountant. He still ain't get locked up.
They was all robbing them niggas. They was robbing them niggas worse than Don King was. The thing is, they had the media. They could sick the media on him.
Madison Square Garden, the Dundee family, they tell him, I'm banning you from Madison Square Garden. He faxed him the next 16 fighters that he had. Spinks, he let Spinks, Ken Norton.
Family, you gotta remember, a promoter don't get paid by paying a fighter $20 million. He ain't gonna wanna fight again no time soon. The promoter need that nigga back in the ring. And if you give him all that money, he ain't pressed to fight.
I got Joe Frazier. I got Larry Holmes, Duncan Nice, and Young and Coming. Oh yeah. Madison Square Garden called back with a fax with an apology. But he say, how is it my fault? If I put $700,000 right here.
They got all these network deals. They got contracts. They need the champ ready to fight, not getting fat because you gave him all this damn money and he ain't hungry.
And a check for 2.5 and a nigga want the 700,000 cash. He won't go to the bank around the corner. And I chill with Mike. One-on-one, we go to amateur fights. Mike dealing with strippers. When I'm around, I keep my pistol. Back then, I thought I had a license to shoot. I got damn near 60 attempted murder. I shoot. Bah! My money right. Everybody taking cases for me. I'm up. I'm rich. I'm playing whatever the life is calling. I'm using the monster in me on some other shit. I'm with Don King, Mike Tyson. Mike, we in the car in the back of the Maybach.
That's why the more money a fighter making, the more his people make sure he's spending so he can hurry up and spend that money so he can be ready to fight again.
And he kicked Don in the face, pop, and hit him, pop. Don said, get the fuck out my car. All 3 of us. Made me and Jimmy, ain't that, but before that, he make a comment. I got 2 documented murders now. I got 2 different and another documented murder. We got out the car to Maybach. Mike Tyson go to running. We got out. Jimmy on probation, FBI.
No, he was wanted. And you know how that is, family, when you want it and a nigga just done something stupid.
He like, nigga, come on, we gotta cross the street. We cross the street. By the time we finally cross the street, we get there. Jimmy say, hey, that dude just said a gangster comment, huh? I said, yeah, that's what that sound like. Man, let's go there. I look at what Don say. He got $700,000 in the armor truck trying to tell Mike Tyson, take this and this frizzless $115 million lawsuit. These white boys playing with your head. I was there. He managed Michael Jackson tour. He managed a Michael Jackson tour. But he about to make a spectacular out of Mike. They say Gorbachev. the president of the Soviet Union, Colin Powell. When I holler at Mike, he be, Gorbachev, Colin Powell. Yeah, I think the President Bush Sr. is coming again to my fight. He said, yeah, those people don't go to Mayweather fight. Dang. What they attract? Me and him just be clubbing. Rest in peace, Von Zip. But we be solo. I gotta take him through Little Haiti. I gotta take him to Kansas City. I gotta yell Matchbox. I gotta make sure they yell Zoe Pound. Zoe Pound, let them hear. Let them hear, man. I'm using minds for this. But what I see Don King when I'm locked up to read about him, my mentor, and he 95, I hurt to see that ain't nobody spoke about him, man. You know?
Family, smash that like button for me. If you ain't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. And we keeping it busting.
Don King, that's just something I'm doing. I did on Don King. That's about it. I got some more to come, man. Guy Johnson, man.
Family, let me tell you something, right? I read Muhammad Ali book, and it's funny that Ali told that story because Muhammad Ali said he was suing Don King for $1 million. He said Don King walked up to him right before the hearing started and said, "What's up?" Muhammad Ali said, I looked at him and I said, "What you mean, what's up? I'm suing you for $1 million. He said, Don King said, "I know, I got this right here for you." He said, I looked down and he had a briefcase. He said, I said, "What's in there?" He said, "It's $50,000. He said, I looked at him and said, "I'm suing you for $1 million and you got $50,000. Don King said, Muhammad Ali said, Don King looked at him and said, "Nigga, you know you would rather have $50,000 in cash than $1 million check that you ain't never gonna see." Muhammad Ali said, "I thought about it and I just took the money."
Let's just get right to it. Tell them, how we met in the penitentiary because they don't understand. I'm going on what I know for a fact. And what I know for a fact is how you carried it in the pen. I wasn't out there with you on the street. I know in the pen you did your thing, and I know everybody in there respected you, and they stamped every story that came out your mouth on the compound. Nobody challenged it, so I don't know where all of this is coming from now, but you tell them how we met, and then we're going to go from there, and we're going to ride out. All right?
Yeah. Well, when we met, I walked into the penitentiary. First person I see is my homeboys from Miami. And this penitentiary was exclusive because I'm with Booby, Rick Brownlee, Bunky Brown, Plex, Ball, Bo, Jeb, Dewey, and we got out, it broke down. Florida, Miami killed together. Palm Beach was across. Tampa, Jacksonville, it was our yard. We wasn't sharing it. But in Miami, our section, man, just to see, boy, this where you niggas at? It's like 300 of us. It's like we got nothing but knives on the floor in the dirt. And it's like, boy, this where y'all at? And every day we there politicking, you know what I'm saying? Prison stories ain't nothing for me, boy. I fuck with the prison stories you need. Because we doing that all day and we checking everything, every story. We checking, know what I'm saying? If you ain't know it was a sidewalk that had a crack, if you ain't know what I'm saying, where the name, you ain't just blurred out things. You know what I'm saying? Certain stories was legendary, so a nigga knew how to repeat it. Yeah, but you ain't just blur out shit, But now I got an H2. Me and Unique in that unit, H2. And in that unit, man, damn, that nigga Unique own a goddamn computer. It's only 4. You wake up with 300 emails every morning. We politic good, Little Fed magazines, Don Diva. I've been on 9 magazines. The whole bit has never stopped. I be like, huh, I was on 9. It's never stopped. I've been sending out rise, man, it ain't stopped. And you in the dorm with me, man, with my man Dewey. Dewey, man, that's like the only red nigga I know. That I say is a monster. It's 3 red dudes that I know in my life. Light skin, he's one. He gave Chad Ochocinco his whole stilo. My niggas church say dead man don't talk when they arrest him. He just with it. And you know, we get drunk every day with 6 young niggas riding around me. You know, I was a TV bandit, but at the same time, we get drunk every day. You feel me?
Family, you know a TV bandit is a straight knucklehead.
All right, listen. Tell him Dewey's background. What's Dewey's bloodline? Tell him his bloodline, who his daddy is.
Oh, hey man, Dewey Hound, man, out the 40s in Liberty City. Well-known player. Light-skinned dude. This man got freckles on his face. He stay locked up. He one of them niggas too, man. Back and forth in prison, man. He can't stay out. But if he out, him and his man Trent, I'm giving them 15 bricks. Dewey a cold fuck up a little bit, but they gonna get it done and carry the whole.
You know how that go. You got your man. He a cold, for the most part, he'll get it right. But every now and then, you know he'll fuck that money up. But you love him.
40s and feed them boys. We eating. But he love hard. When he fuck with you, he can't give up on you like I know you. So we in our dorm. Dewey one of them, he's one of them out of Dade County. And he fuck with Unique. He holler at Unique. They fuck with each other in their own little time, you know, but we selling heroin crazy. We're running this side.
Hey, hold up. Is that Ben Yahwee's son?
They say it's Ben Yahwee's son, but whenever I holler at Dewey on that, he be like, word through the grapevine, but you know, he rep his mama. And you know, Ben Yahweh was loose. He out of Miami. He out of Little Haiti, Ben Yahweh. You know, Ben Yahweh got 600 people get on their knees to pray to him every morning coming out of Miami. But he's slinging cocaine crazy too, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I knew Ben Yahweh had the people on their knees praying to him and spanking their wives, but I ain't know he was slinging.
So Ben Yahweh is like very known, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he gonna wear white all day. He another one, he gonna wear white all day and put down, let it be known. He was cold with the mouthpiece though.
Yeah, he's so cold with the mouthpiece, he ain't never getting out of there.
Mm.
Yeah,
okay,
but him
because
and
that's what I'm
Dewey
saying.
got ties. They got family ties though.
All right, that's what I'm saying. So we ain't gonna get too much into that. I just want y'all to know, you know, who Dewey came up under, because it was also said, and this ain't to put nobody out because I'm in touch with Booby, but we just keeping the facts that at one time they had sent Dewey at Booby. Is that true or not? Or you want to speak on that or not?
Booby really was like, he used to be with John Doe, Bub, Trav. They was originally from the 40s and they came to Liberty City. So
that's the Pink Houses.
Yeah. But
by Joe Robbie Stadium.
But they never bump head like that. Nah. They never bump head like that. He had a real mutual respect for Dewey, you know? Mm-hmm. But you know, niggas wrote books saying, Booby, this about the only one I think could have killed you and walked up on you. Mm. So that shit became some bullshit, man.
So that's what we're dealing with, right? They got a whole lot of stories out there going on, but we talking to original Miami player, you know, one of the original Zopound. I don't know if he founded it or what, because I hear all types of misconfusions about that. So that's my next question to him, for him to get his thoughts right. But that's where we at. So you're getting the Miami history, because I was down in Miami. I lived on 151st and 5th Avenue right there by 441, around the corner from the Rolex. I used to go to Roman Pub, Big Daddy's on 119, you know what I mean? Pack Jam. Let me bring Dewey up so I can let him see, so you can see his face when I'm naming these.
You know? What an era. Ooh.
You know, that's the era I was down there. Ooh. Pack Jam, Roman Pub, Tough Tuesdays at Tucker's right across from the college. You know, strawberries. Remember strawberries?
Oh, man, stop,
Come on,
man.
son.
What an era.
You know, but see, even the ones from Miami don't know about this. Tell them about that era real quick, right? Before we get into that.
That era, man, like, I party. Like, there was something called Pat Jam, Carver Center, National Guard, and John Walsh in a teeny bopper. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Man, listen, you had to be one of them teens, right? I'm one of them teens at 12. I'm rolling with the big dudes. You know what I'm saying? D Green, Booby, you know what I'm saying? Fish Grease, God bless his dead.
That's how I was, family.
You know, but at the same time, when I'm going to my little teen spot, boy, it's like, man, this was heaven on earth. It's like we went out there to go test every gun we had. But the guns go off every weekend, Friday and Saturday, for about 20 minutes. Don't nobody get shot that time. And it's thicker the next week.
Hey, yo, hold on.
Family, from the time I was 9 years old, I knew I was going to be a dope boy.
I'm going to give you one of my stories over there, Big Daddy's on 119 by the Winn-Dixie. So they know. We talking about 35 years ago.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. Let's not forget, after all of that is over, after we go to Luke at 5th Street on the beach, Luke on the beach, or we go to 5th Street, the Jamaican joint right across the street.
It was this dude in my neighborhood, right? His name was Gene, and he used to have this big shiny Mercedes Benz. And every time he would pull up on the block, all the girls would come outside. I knew I wanted to be him.
We always shoot back to Jumbos. You know what I mean?
Go to Jumbos.
Got to go to Jumbos. If you don't go to Jumbo, you ain't from Miami. I'm all the way from New York, man. Yeah. And then I'm going to get into how I brought the girls to New York and Miami to New York because of everything that I witnessed, and this man was a part of it. Now, right? I'm going to give you one, and let me see. You know, I got so many stories, but I'm going to give you one in Big Daddy's 119. It was a Friday night. We just flew down there, and, you know, in the back of the liquor store, Big Daddy's, they had the club in the back of all the joints. You already know.
Big Daddy's, yeah.
All right. So now, I'm going to take you off for a second. I'm going to bring you up. I'm going to get you real hype right now. So I'm in Big Daddy's. I'm sitting in the back in a little booth. You know, me and my little man, Sabuni from D.C. I'm even going to say his name. Round of applause to Sabuni. You know what I mean? Round of applause to Southeast D.C. That was one of my little workers from Southeast D.C. because I'm in many different states and I'm taking my top soldiers to Miami to introduce them to another life because I want them to elevate like me. I don't want to keep them down here while I'm growing. So when I seen this new life down there that Ali Zoe Adams and his crew is forming and shaping, I brought my top gangsters down there. And one of them was a brother from Southeast D.C. You know what I mean? It was him. It was, I'm even going to say your name too. Don't get mad because you go by your Islamic name now. My little man Marlo. You know what I mean? My little man Marlo and Sabuni, I used to take him down there. And we up in the club one night. We in the back. And they was playing that Jodeci, what's that, New York Boys, man. I mean, Guy. They was playing Guy with Teddy Riley, and they was singing Let's Chill. You know what I mean? Let's settle down. And we in the corner and we singing. We brought the big bottles of Remy Martin. That's what it was. Remy Martin was out, you know, the Moet. But we had the Remy Martin. We getting tossed and we sitting there, got the females. We pouring the liquor down their throat. We got 4 bottles. We doing our thing. And the Miami dudes looking like, who these dudes? And Sabuni, mind you, is only like maybe 5'1". You know what I mean? And like 95 pounds. But believe me, he got 2 big joints in his pocket. Right, so we up in the joint, and he's standing on the chair, and he a little taller than me while I'm standing up, and we got the girls over there pouring the liquor in them, we smoking weed, and the Miami boys looking like, man. So now we go outside, we see a crowd outside. So when we see the crowd outside, they trying to debate what they gonna do, not to take nothing from Miami, but, you know, as we walked out, we just pulled out both joints and walked straight through the joint, and they parted like the Red Sea. We got in my wide body M3. My man kept his joints right there with his arms folded with 2 joints, one on each side as I drove out the parking lot. And the female was like, Meet us up at Luke's on the beach. Go to Luke's on the beach. And that's where we went after that. That was just one night down there. Now we know this is breaking news. I got Alizo Adams up there. That's why I did that. Now, give me one of your stories. I want one of yours.
I want you to peep something. Do you remember that time? Like, we had Infernos, right? First Fridays, and you had to wear a linen set. And if you didn't get it tailor-made to the ankle. But what I want to get to is, do you remember?
Listen, family, look, you hear the stories. We all get caught up in that life, trying to be that fly dude right there that all of these guys keep talking about. You feel me? Because growing up where we from, they look like the only ones that ain't doing so bad. Everybody else doing so bad. So don't understand how we get influenced so easily by these streets. It become captivating because it looked like a way to be successful.
No one embraced the word thug. It was gangster. It was a curse word to call somebody a nigga on the street a thug. Like, nigga, I'm no thug. I look like a motherfucking thug to you, nigga. Man, you remember
ho. Watch the N word and the F word. All right, let's get this viral. Let's go. All right, yeah, of course I remember that. That's why I used to get my joints made at Shala. Because Dapper Dan had just got locked up, so we had Shala down there in Maryland that was making a fly gear for 5'5" Freddie and everybody that was getting money. Alizo Adams.
Think about it, family. That's why we do it. That's why we put all of that shit on the line so we could do that dumb shit. So we could wear that dumb shit. We put all that shit on the line just so we could say we did this bullshit.
David Hyatt, you know, Big Dex, you know what I mean? Come on, De Niro. You know, I could keep going with names forever, you know?
Yeah, man. You know? For us, man, in Miami, I can't lie. Carol City, out of the whole Miami, Carol City had the toppest women. We had a great selection of women. The women was exclusive now.
And they ain't wear nothing.
Ooh,
they was butt naked down in them Daisy Dukes. When I first saw Daisy Dukes, I said, oh my God.
Yeah.
Because they ain't had none of that in New York.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, within that time though, I used to go work cities because now Atlanta with Vision and following How Can I Be Down, following Jack the Rapper, following the music industry aspect, you know what I'm saying? Following, you know what I'm saying, Ryder, Wendy Day, you know what I'm saying? Fucking with Wendy Day long way. You know, your man Peter Thomas, his piece of shit ass, you know? He got How Can I Be Down going down, and it's like the mingling of music industry dudes was connecting, coming for the South. I had a
family, smash that like button. If you ain't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel.
Union called FLA, ask them in Miami, where Jacksonville, Tampa dudes, St. Pete, Fort Peace, everybody come meet up on the weekend and we politic, you know? We had a little odds, you know what I'm saying, mentally when we talk, going against some New York shit like niggas trying to dominate shit, but we was part of, you know what I'm saying, the warriors that, you know what I'm saying, growth, that for the, you know what I'm saying, to bring it towards the South, because we in every state, getting respected and letting it be known, hey man, I mean, I damn near gotta get on Khaled. Hey, no more Doodoo Brown, don't do that. When they show me love, they keep playing this shit. We taking over, we the best, you know what I'm saying, I'm so hood, shit like that come out of there. Where it's like, nah, man, you ain't letting me know how we living. That shit cool, but you know, it ain't what we are. You feel me?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? Because, you know, it's the Miami strip scene that they took, you know, the strip club scene, I'm talking about from Rolex, from Coco's. You know what I mean? We go back, Rolex and Coco's, you know? Now it's Tootsie's. They done. It's a publicly traded company now. What y'all created in Miami, and it's worth $1 billion. How do you feel about that? Let's take it to a whole nother level. It goes from Rolex to Coco's to Tootsie's, publicly traded company right now.
Yeah, but goddamn it, the game say you don't get nothing for but a cookie because you did that. And you know what I'm saying? I'm never in the business really of putting batteries in other people's back.
I mean, especially when you look like us.
To go do something. I like to just speak on us and just be like, boy, let me see what we see. Learn corporate structure. You know, like Gentlemen's Club now in Atlanta was popping too, but it was as in what was created out of Miami. I don't see the economic. I don't see people going from studio to studio. I don't see film companies on every block. I see niggas sweating people. Ain't no money. It's a pole. You pole like that, that's a disease. That's shit worse than AIDS and cancer. Why would a nigga keep it? Why would a person keep a brother, you know what I'm saying, doing bad like that? It's enough money for everybody.
You see, but that's how bosses like us think. You know what I mean? You got people that just get some people fall into money. I know you heard that. They done fell into money. You know what I mean? You know, falling into money is a dude that lived on a block and crack came out and he started selling to his neighbors. You know what I mean? He ain't gonna get no resistance. He ain't got to worry about no stick-up kid. Everybody he's selling to is a family or friend from the neighborhood. Those are ones that fall into money, then they drive a big Benz and then they go to the rooftop and then they get robbed. You know what I mean? Because now they get around the Alizos. And you know what I mean? They stick at the Azars from New York. They want to throw my man in there, go to Fisher Brother, the Lynch Mob, Lou Sims. You know what I mean? We just put it is, and we didn't call it robbery then. If a dude got a Benz and he driving it to the rooftop and he's a coward, he don't deserve that Benz
at all.
That means he got to get out that Benz and give it to a man like Lou, Ferris, you know what I mean? Azar. You had gangsters that came around and they knew what it was. And they tried to duck them. Now, how many of y'all watching this could honestly say that you'll try and drive around somebody that if they saw you, they would take your car from you, that you paid $40,000? So put it in the comments. Go ahead. Go ahead, Zoe.
See, that was a different mind state back then. Like, I like how far back you're going, because when you go far back like that, how it hit me is, you know, like we had one of the most feared dude, Fish Grease, God bless his dead, in Miami. It's Fish Grease, Booby, Graylin, and Kittle. Kittle, let me explain Kittle. Kittle in the penitentiary, he did 23 years. When he hit Big Sandy, when he hit, you know what I'm saying, Lee County, anywhere he go, 100 DC dudes behind him, 50 Virginia behind him, 200 people in the South behind him. He the Imam. He run the show. But these dudes' mind state that I seen growing up, you came out the house too late if you was 15 and you ain't strike a meal. Like, we talking about masterminding this situation, man, and ducking everything and keeping the noise down. So a nigga for a motherfucker for a move. Like these four dudes, yeah, we was hanging out and I'm working for them, but I have a garbage bag with 3.5 grams of 8-ball. We created nickel rocks. And this is our shit on our end. And my garbage bag is so big, my line ain't nothing but dope boys. I'm creating damn near 119 grand. I get $3,000. I go lap dance the shit out that motherfucker till it's gone. I'm young.
Yes, I remember that.
Huh, 3 grand. Giving them boy. All I do is point. Hey, yeah, they tripping. Hey, yeah, I think they trying to rob. Hey, but the mind state of how they just pass that money out, you know? My nigga Booby bring Biggie Small December 25th to Miami at Miami Nights. Big show. I'm next to him. We chanting. Dog, check, roof, front, back, side to side. Never let a whole ass nigga ride. And he, hold that 50 grand off. Shit, say no more. That's why I'm on your hip. I already know you're gonna blow this shit. But the mind state of how they could just
That's how, that's how they be, family. Right on your hip. They know you gonna blow this shit.
You know, the conversations are now is like dudes trying to put a penitentiary life here, man. We need, this is America. Where is the money? Why they putting all this money up? How do we get some of these billions and these, like, how can a nigga get some money to fall back?
Man, I like that. My man got in the zone. See, this how they plays it together. Yo, you got in the zone.
You ain't getting no money to fall back. You gonna be out here, Zo.
You was riding, man. Hey, yo, we only been talking 22 minutes. We've been talking, and I got goosebumps and flashbacks. Oh man, they be all about me. Hey, yo, but you know, we gonna just dead that one there. We gonna pick up from here.
Shout out, family. Shout out, family. If you ain't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button. Share the program if you will. As always, family, it don't take much to be nice. We all gotta live on this planet together, walking in and out of each other's space. Respect is very important. Look, I appreciate you spending your time with me 8:30 every night and sometimes throughout the day. I love you, family. Thanks for pulling up.